I think a chit chat will be appropriate because why does it have to be a formal interview? Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
that's right. Well, I think it's because you can then break it up to do different videos and things. So
oh yeah.
yeah, but I mean, but if we chat, we're just going to ask each other and get each other's answers anyway. So you don't doesn't have to be formal. It just has to be. I think he just wants to have a structure for people that don't find it easy to chit chat.
And Aussies don't do that. We don't
What's
do
wrong with them?
structured.
Seriously, don't need structured. No. So how long you been in OLSP for?
Since September 5th only.
Okay. Yep. How
Yeah.
you finding it?
Yeah, great. Oh, mate. Even the wife says, I've never seen you so pumped in my life, in her life.
Oh,
So,
that's good.
and she wants to get involved too. But the idea now for me, and I'll let you know as the interviewee, his way to
Yeah,
put it.
whatever I am.
Um, anyway, yeah, I've done quite a bit online. I
Right.
I was on the dial-up system when I first started,
Me
so
too.
that'll tell.
Yeah.
I've been in a lot of programs, and you know, although the success is there, it's not what you know. When it first started, it was how rich everybody was, and it was all hyped up to the max. And I joined just recently. I joined a couple of other programs, which I did a video of one because I thought it had a lot of potential.
Mm.
And I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to mention it because the guy had. I mean, this program that he did had all the potential in the world. He was from Australia, Chuck Mewing.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. He kept changing all the
yeah,
time though, didn't he?
I thought he was great with the way he spoke, and that's a shame.
Sorry, what else have you been involved in?
Well, I was going to tell you the story that I ran away from here
Oh,
because I was a bit of a rat bag, and I'll
yeah.
continue with that. I think it's a great one because it worked on Wayne well. So he asked me the same question, and I said this story, and I said I ran away from home at 21, which is what you do in the 70s. Um, that'll give me my age away. But I ran away, and ended up in Sydney on a one-way ticket to Australia, not knowing where I was going, and then I had only $150 left after I bought the ticket. So I spent most of that in Sydney thinking about what I was doing. And that was about 5 days later. And I rang my auntie up using my last $5. Sorry, yeah, using my last $5.50. I rang my mother and I said, "Where's Auntie Jeanette live?" Funny that. Jeanette. Anyway, I said, "Where's she live?" And she said, "Parramatta." So I said, "Have you got a phone number?" Well, it cost $5 pretty much
All
just to get
right,
that
yeah.
out. So a call. So I had 50 cents left. Now, at that time, trains were only 50 cents one way. Yeah. But they were nice trains, but better than what we were used to in New Zealand. Um, but so I rang up Auntie Jeanette. Yeah, I had 70 cents left. I had 70 cents left and 20 cents for the phone call to Auntie Jeanette. And I rang her and said, "Where are you?" And she said, "I'm at Parramatta." And I went, "Okay, so how do I get there?" She said, "Get the train to Parramatta." That simple. I said, "Yeah, that's fine." And then I had 50 cents for the train trip, and that was it. I had nothing left. All right. 2 nights later, Auntie Jeanette got me a job. We're recording this and you haven't got much time. So, cut the story short, she got me a job and I worked night shift in a plastics company. Then I went over to Perth and unfortunately, I did 20 years in prison over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And right about now, people usually ask me, what did I do to end up in jail? I'm waiting for you to
You
ask
can
me.
answer
I
that
won't.
if you want to. If you don't want to, it's okay.
Well, I actually became a prison officer. Yeah, on that
All
note,
right.
I'll keep going. So that's my life, and married, and I got two kids, and divorced, and got married again, and divorced, and I got sick of the Australians over there, and I came back home and married the girlfriend that I fell in love with when I was very young.
So
Uh,
has that helped you with anything, that experience in jail, or like,
yeah, it
as
sort of
in
turned me inside out.
understanding people, or helping you work out how people tick? Has any of that sort of helped you in your marketing,
Oh,
I guess?
I did a hell of a lot of growing up.
Mm.
Yeah, I was very young when I joined, and that's why I was able to do 20 years. But a lot of growing up, yes, a lot of life's lessons of trust, and how do you work around people that have a trust issue with uniforms, and but even today I can go back to Perth and I can walk the streets and I can see some of the inmates that I dealt with over those years, and without lie, they do come up to me and say, "Mr. Vander, how you going?
Oh,
We
that's
miss you.
nice. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
miss you." I
Yeah.
say, "Oh, you're still going to home? Are you still going home? Are you?"
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
okay, so
so I
you're
have a
in
bit of a laugh at them.
OLSP. What level are you at? Are you at the builders one?
I'm a
The me.
VIP.
Oh, like me. Me too. I've actually been a VIP for a number of years, but it's one of those programs that I do a bit, then I stop, then I do a bit, then I stop, and I should just
Well,
keep.
there's a lot to learn. I'm still learning
Yeah.
it. I mean, I'm only a baby in this, 5th of September. And
Yeah.
I saw it a few years ago and I just went, "Oh, I'm not ready. And I
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah.
I actually gave online stuff away for about 3 or 4 years to settle down at home again. And
Yeah.
I worked a number of jobs and went into security over here, and yeah, but now I'm
So
ready.
was it mainly
Pristine.
affiliate marketing or?
Yeah, I've got a few things on the fire. I've got my own websites, lots of them. I work with a partner in Nigeria, Nigeria, who I met 3 years ago online in a program, and he was so committed. So every day we talk, we chat, we carry on, and that sort of taught me, hey, there are people out there that won't just walk away from you, and
Yeah.
that's been my hiccup. They walk away
Yeah.
from you because they think it's too hard, and my struggle is trying to convince them that it's not hard. It's just them
Being
walking
organised.
away. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Giving up. Yeah. Yeah. And have you ever been in any MLMs or anything like that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
started in the early days with name a few. Give me, I had
Amway,
Amway.
Nutramedics.
Yeah, I did Skybers. You'd remember Skybers.
No, I don't
Yeah,
remember Scorbies. No.
Skybers. That was when the website building part came out. Well, that was ended up going to the courts. Yeah, I did. I really focused on Veritech and SFI.
Okay. Yeah.
So I've got 13 odd thousand SFI followers who I've
Oh,
built
that's
quite
good.
a strong relationship with, and I'm not yet ready to bring them into to here. Although I don't have to worry about being ready because, as he said, you don't have to be perfect. You just got to bring them in. So
Yeah.
I've got a database here on my computer which I've managed to download from SFI of the 13,000.
What's
So
SFI again?
six-figure income it started with many years ago in
And what was his name, that
1989.
guy? Um,
Yeah, Jerry Carson's.
right. Yeah.
And then I did Veritech. Veritech distracted me from SFI.
Mm,
Veritech then fell over. That was Tom Brendergast.
yeah.
And SFI took over again. And then consequently, I looked at a couple of other and bought, silly me, bought a couple of reasonably priced programs. But then I met OLSP, I met Wayne.
Be
When I
related.
met Wayne, I said in the at the presentation, I said, because I looked at the chat and it said admin are the only ones that can read this, and so I said, could you please let Wayne know that I need to talk to him. I really do need to talk to him after this meeting. So
Yeah.
we talked for about, I guess it only took me or took us about 15 minutes. And I said to him, look, I got to go to the bank because I can only draw out X amount of dollars. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to go VIP.
Mm.
And I haven't looked back since. I mean, I've been inundated, but hey, it's been worth it. And I haven't felt that tired.
He has these challenges, and I jump in. And I've got an actual school community that I teach AI stuff to. So I
Yeah.
haven't actually. I'm going to put all the 30-day interviews in there to sort of get them interested and things like that.
No, I love it. I love it. I want
Yeah.
to see what this interview turns out like. I reckon it'll be a great interview because really we haven't asked any questions and I've done most of the talking, which is gonna really get Wayne jealous, I think, because you're supposed to be interviewing me and
No, that's okay. We're good. It's all about getting comfortable on camera, I think, at the moment.
This is to Wayne.
Uh,
This is to Wayne.
oh yeah, good one. Yeah, Wade's a pretty good bloke. Yeah, I don't know how he fits everything in, I'll tell you. Like he's just a robot. Just goes
Yeah, but
straight
if you
into it.
listen to him carefully, he takes pretty good holidays.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
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 but
he's
that's
good.
okay. Mm,
And
mm.
I think he's got a good crew around him, you know?
Yeah, good support
Yeah,
team. Yeah, yep, yep,
yeah.
yep. That makes the difference. So, what do? You do mostly Facebook with your OLSP?
Well, again, because I've only just started, I've sort of started using Facebook a lot
Yeah,
more. I'm getting a lot of calls, queries on what I'm doing, even
yeah.
from my bosses, because I'm
All
friends with
right.
my bosses on Facebook, and they're
Yeah,
saying, "Well, what are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm just marketing. It's what I've done for 30 years. You can't take it away from me. I'll still do my job,
yeah.
because they looked a bit upset and they said, "Well, how's it going?" I said, "Yeah, good. Thanks."
Yeah,
That's where I shut up. I just shut up after that. I go, "Yeah, good, thanks."
yeah,
But
yeah,
we're not here to talk this. I'm at work with you now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's
yeah,
fine. Yeah, I
yeah.
shut them
Good
down.
job. Just to separate it all. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had a few of. Well, I've got a TikTok account where I do comedy for retired people, and it's doing really well. It's got about nearly 7,000 followers. I only started it a couple of
Well,
months
that's
ago.
nice.
Lots of Aussie humour. And getting some nice feedback and everything. Haven't really promoted much in there. Just left it as a humour thing. And I've got a link in the bio that goes off to a training video about what online marketing is that doesn't actually go to any particular program. But it's fun, like it's just all the comments and things replying back to them, and that is really good fun as well. And eventually I'll be able to tune all that 7,000 people into what I'm kind of doing. So that'll be nice. And then I've got my school community that I teach AI with and teach prompting and teach how they can create better content with AI and create images and all that sort of stuff. And I think I started that about 3 months ago and it's got 87 people in it now, which is pretty crazy. And I was finding that with email, I wasn't getting a lot of response, a lot of feedback, a lot of people opening emails and stuff. Whereas in this group, like I've made $1,200 just in one of the programs where I just send them to a free school group, and the guy in there upsells them. So I've made like $1,000 just in 3 days on that one. So that was pretty cool. I just find that, once you're in the school community, you're building that community and they're paying more attention to Facebook groups. I could never get to work. So I don't know what's so different. I don't know. Don't know. I just really like school. So maybe that's the difference. But
So,
yeah,
so
so I'm
one thing I
liking
have
that.
learned, one thing I did learn just now, right? I noticed I was looking down, or you probably noticed I'm looking down, but I've actually put your photo to the top. So am I looking straight at the camera or nearly at the camera?
You are, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, now, because I've actually pinned you to the top. So that's an interview lesson that we need to learn is that when you get the interview,
So
is you
can't
can
we do
actually pin.
sideways? We should be
Eh?
able to do sideways. Hang on. Multi-speaker.
Well, I
Yeah, we can
do
do.
top and bottom.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah. Well,
I
that we
pinned you
should
to the
start
top.
again now, shouldn't we?
See how I don't see. I try it and
So,
stop
so
it.
what do you reckon the first marketer you ever got involved with, or who that was?
Very tech.
The actual, did you watch anything before you got into it? Like, Frank Kern or any of those big
Oh,
marketers, Russell
yeah,
Brunson?
yeah. When they first came out, they never had webinars or seminars or anything online, and
Mm.
they had video. Okay, and I think that broke, or they had, yeah, sort of video where you could share or download a video and watch it. And there was a lot of old fellas. They're probably still around, but they were very motivational, more motivational than anything.
All
But they
right,
weren't telling you anything that you didn't already know. You know.
right. Yeah.
So it made it quite hard. And then when Veritech, Tom Brendergast came in, I sort of I managed to get him to warm up to me. So he put me in the front line. And I did a lot of faceless seminars because they had without
Audios.
the
Yeah.
They didn't have the
It
visual.
was audio, wasn't it, usually?
Yeah, it was all audio. So I did a lot of talking, and that's when I had my first divorce. Was she? The first one said, "Oh, it's not going to work, whatever you do," and I just went, "Well, I got to get out of here because I'm just tired of people."
Do you mind if I ask how many sales you've made with OLSP since September?
Five,
Five VIP ones or just
just small ones. Five, just five recurring residual.
okay, that's
So
good.
every month they're coming through. So it's not big money. Look, I'll be honest. I put it on Facebook. It's $95 something. Um,
Yeah.
the mistake I made was I spent $3 something to draw out the money, but for
Ah,
some reason, the money didn't come out. But
all
that's
right.
okay. Yeah,
I've never
I'll
had
work
any
that
trouble with
out.
it.
No, no.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
no, I haven't made that much, and like I said, it's only been two and a half, not quite, well,
Yeah, not long, yeah.
3 months
September's
now.
not that far away.
October, November, yeah, December the first. So 3 months, 12 weeks.
Mm, yeah,
12
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's probably gone quick like that.
weeks. Yeah. We were supposed to launch our own business in Christmas, but that's got on hold now because we feeling, my partner and I, Alvin and myself, which you'll see on my profile sometimes, not on my Facebook one, but on my um, EFP Club profile, Facebook profile. I don't know if you've seen that either, but it's got Alvin and myself. We managed to use an AI to bring our photos together and blend them in, and yeah, it looks.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. It's
Yeah.
amazing, isn't it? The AI stuff is
Oh,
truly
it's just
amazing.
saving so much time, Janelle.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
now I think about something, so what I write what I think on in AI,
yeah,
and I go, I want to do this with it.
yeah,
So it does it. And then it asks me a question, and all I've got to say to it every time is yes,
yeah,
please, yes,
yeah.
please, and it does it for me.
And the
And
more
I
you
think,
talk to it,
great,
the more it gets to know you and know what you're doing and know how you talk and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's
yeah.
pretty crazy. Yeah. And I'm loving the images too. Yeah. So are you
It
in any
actually,
school groups besides
anyone?
Wayne's? School groups besides Wayne?
No.
Mm,
School groups?
mm.
No.
Like we've got builders and VIP on school, SKOOL.
I'm in the builders and the VIP.
Yeah.
You'll see me there. You'll see I've made a few comments. I think
But you're
I've
not on
leveled
any
two.
other ones? You're not in any other
Yeah, I've
communities?
got the my online startup. I was hammering that quite a bit while
Yeah.
Chuck was there. But no, I haven't sort of searched that yet. I'm more focused on getting this up and running. Or
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Christine, I need to get Christine out of work. She works full time. I need to get her out of work
Mm,
next year, at the
right.
beginning of next year.
Yeah.
She suffers badly from arthritis,
Mm,
and I said to her, if we can drive this to where it earns the same money you earn, would you help me spend a couple of hours a day? Because to be actually honest with you, I'm not very good at organising. I don't know
right.
of many males that are. I can't organise time. Whereas Christine looks at something, she goes, "Yeah, I can see that working straight away in her head." She's very clever like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I wish I'd have married her first off. It would have been a really good life we had. We would have. But 10 years now we've been together, and I just see her talent going to waste. I told her that. I said, "You need to be on here." And she said, "I can't, I can never get my head around it." I said, "Yeah, because you're too busy living life. You're too busy
That's
trying to
right.
make a
Too
living.
busy doing
Huh?
other things, not
Yeah,
focusing. Yeah.
for other
It's not that
people."
hard, really. Like there's a lot to learn, but with your sort of background, you've been probably dibbling and dabbling and learned a lot since, I reckon I've got enough knowledge for 3 university degrees. So
Yeah,
I probably
yeah,
spent that much money too.
Well, see, I should have been a lawyer,
All right, yeah.
really, because I've got six what do they call them, levels of law, because they teach you that in the prison.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Well, you
part
could
of the
do a
job.
product about that.
Yeah.
You could do a product. Best ways to stay out of prison.
I should tell my stories. I'll tell my stories one day because I've
Yeah.
been out of it for 15 years now. So
Right. Yeah. 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 You'd have some good ones, I reckon. Yeah.
I've
Okay.
seen some horrific stuff happening. Yeah.
All right. So do you want to do a call to action
What's the call to action?
to get them to follow you on Facebook or um,
Sorry?
join your team follow you on Facebook or join your team in
I just say
OLSP?
comment. I just say comment. I just say if if you're interested, comment. I don't push the envelope. In fact, I've had phone calls because I've got my number. I usually have my number in there, and
Mm,
I actually get text messages, which is what I want.
right. Okay.
Because if I text back to them, then I know they're genuine. Because if they answer, but if they just text me, because you have the option when you put a post out there, you can actually have an option if you edit it to
Mm,
putting your phone number, contact number in
right.
there.
Yeah.
So, so I do that a lot.
Right. Okay. Do you get a lot of spam?
I don't get phone calls for that, no. Because
Oh,
and if I do, if they don't, if I say hello and they don't say hello straight away, I just hang up.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Entertain that. It's a waste of energy, really.
Yeah. Yeah. You can see they're scanning to see who picks up, and then
Well,
it takes
I
them a
had
while to
one
work
that
out.
answered, and they only last week they said, Mr. Vanderhayden, how are you? Listen, this is ANZ Bank. You've just had two withdrawals taken out of your account." Da, 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 da. And I said, "No." They said, "Hello, um, how are you?" And I went, "Yeah, this is ANZ." They didn't even say Mr. Vanderhayden. So I said, "What's my real name?" And I had
Yeah.
visitors here. I said, "Hang on, can you stop a minute? Can you just give me my real full name? Because nobody knows it. You
Yeah.
know, they know me as Johnny and Johnny Van Eyden, but if you ask a bank what's your full name, okay, and what's your date of birth, they usually hang up straight away
Yeah. Yeah. They have no answers for
because
you. Yeah.
they know you're onto them. So that's all you got to do. Say, can you tell me my full name and my date of birth, please?
All right. Okay, well, I'm going to do your call to action then. So if you want to follow Johnny V, we'll have his Facebook link down below. And if you want to follow me, I'll put my Facebook link down below as well. Follow along with us as we continue through this 30-day challenge.
I
So
love it.
thanks very much, Johnny. Nice to talk to you and have you on board. My first interview done and dusted.